Do you mind? Do you mind if we have just us girls again today? Oh.
Just us teeny tiny teenage girls.
Oh, just two little girls with tight little cunts. Oh.
Teeny tiny teenage slits.
Little slits. Oh.
It's so gross. It's the hillbilly energy that we need.
Hillbilly energy. Promise I'm an old woman. I'm also nominated. Barbara's nominated for a GLAAD Award for Breakthrough Artist.
You know, the fun thing about those, well, not now, of course.
Ask me how I felt about the nomination.
How did you feel about that nomination?
Glad.
Fraud. You're disgusting.
But no, I hate the worst part about drag is that because I'm so beautiful and so sexy, some would say erotic. If you will, thank you. Yes. Excuse me.
Yes, you will.
It's hard for people to listen to my thoughts because instead of what's in my head, they're thinking of putting their dick in my head through my mouth and also other parts of my body.
I'll either do what I said first or I'll do the other thing. I was like, I'm shopping for my girlfriend. And she's
my girlfriend. I'm shopping for my girlfriend.
I'm shopping for my girlfriend.
Do you have anything for skin?
She has really good skin. And she also likes to highlight her eyes.
What does she look like? Okay, she has 2 eyes.
Long hair.
Long hair. She got 6 teeth. She got 6 of them.
A swan-like neck. A swan-like neck.
Completely.
You know?
Well, everybody's the protagonist in their own story, and everybody thinks that they are the most. Their dark circles are the darkest.
Yeah.
Their hips are the widest.
Yeah. Their pussy is the smelliest.
The tightest. My pussy is it's so tight.
Every week.
Celebrity trends.
Yeah.
Classic beauty.
Yeah. Fashion faux pas.
But yeah. Health and fitness.
Yeah.
Favorite products.
Favorite products. Favorite trends.
And writhing around. So, it's a two-parter because it's Madonna, but it was also Carrie Fisher in Star Wars. So I would pretend I was her in the gold bikini. This is so good. The gold bikini, and then I would wrap a towel around my head like it was the ponytail.
Oh, yes.
And then the couch was Jabba the Hutt, and I would dance in my living room.
The couch was, you cast the couch as Jabba the Hutt.
Did you ever fuck the couch? Did you ever get in under the cushions like you're being eaten? Oh my God, Tommy got under the cushions.
Do you guys ever switch roles?
And I never worked together at Jocks, hardly ever. The only time when we were vibing was when Destiny called out and one of us was replacing her. And then we could really vibe.
Fears.
Or we had our own show. Cream of Laughter.
Yeah, Cream of Laughter on Wednesday nights. But so if you're on a weekend performing
Cream of Laughter?
It's a long story.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
That's it.
The show was called Cream of Laughter.
The Cream of Laughter. Like cream of wheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I get it. It's just dumb.
My parents sent me to a summer camp for acting.
Okay.
Which was just run by my school. And we put on Charlotte's Web. Now, I know by looking at me, you're like,
the spider.
Clearly you were the, but that was the role I wanted.
That's not fair. I thought you were the barn.
The true role that I just told someone the story about the flowering your chicken.
Oh yeah. I would stand there in my dressing room with the door open just to make sure everyone could see me, and I would say, I'm gonna flour my chicken now, and I would dump it on my long pubes and just
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Dump so much powder on the
just
dick.
and wiggle it around,
and wiggle it around, like rubbing it on my butt naked.
Yeah.
And Fina and Brandon, my opener, would be like, just stop.
Oh, God,
and then, but then
everything you've ever said, like I've ever heard you say is, you don't teach me how to do drag. I won't teach you how to be a dumb bitch.
Yes. Don't tell me how to do drag. I won't tell you how to be a stupid bitch. I have no chill. Amy from Sugar Pill. When you meet Trixie, just so you know, when you give her a hug, she crinkles because her pockets are full of candy wrappers.
It was true at the time, though.
I was so into candy.
I guess you're wondering why I came on this podcast. Well, it's time to address the truth and nothing but the truth.
Katya and I always say, what's the one we say all the time?
Your silence
This is a video I never thought I would make.
Yeah. I was completely blindsided.
Oh, your silence is deafening.
Your silence is deafening.
It speaks volumes.
Speaks volumes.
Speaks volumes. Yes. And the other day, Courtney Act tweeted like, I got white eyeliner in my eye, and now I feel like I have cataracts. And I responded, this is dangerous rhetoric, weaponizing the vocabulary of people with cataracts, and it's disappointing, and I'm unfollowing. Because for some reason, glowing thing.
Crazy.
So the premise of the show for like last year was the universe is in danger, but we don't know from evil entities, but we don't know what these evil entities are. We never find out.
Oh wow.
And
keep them hanging.
And we represent different planets. We're goddess of the different planets. And then when we get through all of the planets at the end, we all come out with giant stabs and we put it in this chair. And when all the stabs are in, this throne rotates to reveal the host, Asia O'Hara, who you've seen the entire show. And it goes into the closing number.
That is so weird.
The whole time we were like, what is this evil entity that we were supposedly fighting against?
And the call was coming from inside the stage. Yeah.
And like the dramatic reveal at the end is like the host that's been there the entire time.
Well, you know, I mean, a lot of, you know.
What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Spiritually.
No, but what turns you on spiritually?
What turns me on spiritually? Can you repeat the question?
This show is sponsored by MedMen in West Hollywood.
So when you said you retired to do philanthropy, you really said smoking weed.
Yeah. And growing out my mullet.
It was huge. I'm talking like, okay, you see this microphone right here?
Yes.
It was like that soft.
Whoa.
It was enormous. And he was probably 5'6".
Did anything happen?
Nothing happened.
Thank goodness, because that would tear you up.
Yeah.
Destroy. That's a big
with
microphone.
my teeny cunt. Oh, my little cunt. Oh, my teeny.
The money spot.
Well, I got to tell you, you picked the right time to visit Los Angeles because this is kind of the best time to live here.
Well, the smoke. I mean, the choking air.
The air is currently unlivable, which means she just started smoking with the windows open.
I'm driving.
No, she's driving with a cigarette, blowing it out the window. Yeah.
No, like I remember when she crashed her smart car.
Yes.
And she was so proud when she got that little smart car.
Yes. I crashed a smart car delivery driving sub sandwiches.
I believe it.
It happened to me. Yeah. An old man with a fake leg ran a red light and hit me head on.
It was fucked up.
And luckily, 3 cars stopped and we're like, we've been following him for like a half mile. He's been swerving. We'll like vouch for you. So I totally got my car.
A victim.
And if you ever purchased a car, I got the type of insurance where if it's totaled, you get all your money back. So I walked away with no car, but I didn't owe anything, which thank God.
Can I ask, was the sandwiches okay?
The sandwich was fine, but I was a delivery driver and I was so shook.
Yeah.
I remember calling the person and being like, I'm not going to be able to get your sandwich.
Oh no!
She said, I'm covered in blood, but the sandwich is still red.
It was the Urban and Gerberts on North and Farwell in Milwaukee, and I called my store manager and was like, "Hi, I did the delivery. I got in a crash," and he was like, "Did you get them? Did you get the delivery?"
Oh my God! Are you okay? But did the delivery?
Well, because they were like, "We'll make a new sandwich and run it to where it's going to go." That's service.
Right. That is.
I mean, quality.
But I turned. You must be a little older than me.
Where you can buy a new sweater. We are selling sweaters right now. Beautiful sweaters, Argyle sweaters.
Gorgeous.
And we even have some made from genuine yak hair.
Genuine?
If you're interested in that kind of thing.
Yak hair.
The thing that I miss about like that suburb vibe is that the hot dads.
Well,
the hot dads with their little youngsters.
Oh, because that's how you know that nut is potent and that nut works. You know that nut is going to taste like...
That seed is going to flower.
That nut is going to taste like an old boot. Because you know that it is chlorophyll, DNA, and...
Chlorophyll!
I'm not a biologist.
This is so gross. Like
watching of course you're watching Canada's Drag Race, and when she was like, I will be the first francophone to win RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm like, did you watch season 1?
Oh yeah. Oh, can I just say,
I was like, the very first winner of RuPaul's Drag Race is fluent in
Is
French.
Phoebe,
The
speaks
national
French.
language,
Oh shit.
the national language of Cameroon is French.
Yeah.
It's like you're not
The erasure of BB's hard A.
It was her being like, I will be the first francophone. You
Yeah.
not even.
I hope they yelled cut and she was like, did that seem French enough? Okay. By the way, it's so funny because it is so obvious you guys are best friends, and oh my God, do you love to disagree with each other?
It's not even. It just.
She likes to, honestly, I am very team Bob. I think she likes to fuck with you more than you fuck with
She will argue stuff that she knows is wrong, and she's just saying it, and she knows it's wrong.
She doesn't have a good grasp on like how to get that, like
and Bob
how to
will
be
like,
convincing.
no, here's the fact,
Yeah.
here's why.
Yeah.
And she'll just be like, Bob.
Well, I just feel like, and I'm like, I can't even. I literally can't even. And didn't you make the outfit she wore on the stairs? Step into the plate. I'm Trixie Mattel.
No.
She cut out, Fina told me that you cut out the fabric and then quit, and then she did it.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds about right. Yeah. I might have like put the zipper down and then left the room.
I was like, Katya made this, and Fina was like, she cut the fabric out and went to sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Love that.
But of course, like the Drag Race fans are like, she made that for her.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever narrative you want to go with, that's fine with me. Like,
What was that?
Yeah.
I'm into men, not all men.
Can we talk about TikTok for a second? I went to your TikTok recently, and it is. I mean, to quote Alyssa, "Mama,
it's strange.
This is garbage." Like
it's not good.
There were people,
I'm not good at it.
There
What constitutes a good TikTok?
Okay, so one of the comments I saw on the winning TikTok, I was like, "Oh my God, this is literally." Someone said, "Not Trixie treating TikTok like Instagram stories."
Oh, I'm not good at TikTok. I'm
like,
not.
Trixie would be like, "At the meet."
Oh, so TikTok is like activity focused.
I don't remember what it was. Like today,
it was like it was a TikTok of Trixie in line at the meet and greet. Like, hey everyone, just get ready to watch Moving Parts. Woo!
That's probably it. Yes.
I have a friend who was like tricking people into like thinking he was going to top them, but then he was like, never, not once.
I'm not gonna do it, girl. When I top again in my lifetime, it will be 911 transition Chromatica. Yes, 100%.
Oh my God.
Bob, I used to work at a mall, but they just had a shooting yesterday again. But that was the wrong sound effect. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Another shooting.
But I worked at one of those malls that. What would you say to I'd hate to be the RuPaul, but what would you say to the little hairy teenagers out there?
Yeah.
Wear a suit.
Oh, wear a suit. Oh my God. That's good.
And ultimately, it's all about getting hot. So when you do go to PV, you can get plugged, honey. Fucking opened up. Gash exploded.
You need to park that COVID truck right into this nasty garage.
I want that fucking thing. I want my hole to fall out like a squid on the sidewalk.
Yeah, you want to switch on Unsolved Mysteries and see your gash laid bare.
I want to be walking naked, and I want my asshole to hit the floor, and someone go, "Did you just drop 16 pounds of raw meat?" And I go, "Oh, that was mine. Oh, PV."
Did an Indiana
CMPD,
Jones
baby.
trap door just open up? Oh no, that was my a-hole.
Gaping hole. Now, as a professional porn person, can I ask, if I watch POV porn about being molested by your father, am I reliving trauma or am I taking back the night? I'll take my answer off the air.
I just hang up and never come back.
Carla, where are the angels, Carla? Let's take it back before.
Have you ever actually been in a fight? This fight? Are you scrappy?
There's this one time I was at a house party, and this is literally the one time I heard this girl talking shit about me. So I took a alcohol bottle, and I didn't know it was going to hit her. She was across the room, and I just flung it at full force, and it hit her in the head.
It's not funny. I don't know why I'm not.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, it was everything. I'm surprised she didn't die. Like I was, and I'm strong, so it's a moment.
Oh my God, wait a minute. You whipping a booze bottle, hitting a girl in the head and going, "That's a moment." That was honestly, guys, that was a moment.
That was such a moment. And she's like full on
It's a
stretcher.
fucking moment.
Gigi, thank you.
Do a story time at DragCon, and I think 5 people came to the the seminar or whatever you call it. And I was like, oh, and I'm like, why
Maybe
are you
you shouldn't have
filming
called
this?
the kids show a seminar.
What is it
Maybe
called?
they thought you were trying to hustle timeshares.
Yeah. I know, right? What is it called?
There's
What
a
is it
children's
called?
seminar. Come, children, to the seminar. There's a PowerPoint.
We've got great property in Boca.
Yeah. I can't think of what they're called. When we did our season 7 tour, we were in Vegas, and I think at that point we had lost Candy in New Orleans. We got to Vegas. I mean, she never made it. We got to Vegas.
Congenital heart failure.
I went to like the nickel slots all night, and Trixie was, or what's her name? Tempest was like,
Ben.
It was pet,
and then your pig cock slave name. Your fucking pig cock slave name, honey. Shove that big fucking pig cock right in that hole, honey. Oh, honey, my hole.
It's like Chestnut Lassie. I haven't done anything since the premiere at Mickey's.
What are you doing this week? I'm in a major women's lingerie campaign. For what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Run by the
And then
biggest
what?
star in the
Old
world.
cunt. Yeah. What are you doing, fat old cunt? I'll be modeling the lingerie. I'm walking with
Lingerie.
Rihanna, fatty. Hey, flops. Rihanna and I are walking in underwear. Bye, flops. That's wonderful. In a year.
You said on Hey Queen, is it still true that you've not met any fans?
I've not met a single fan. I haven't.
That's
Sorry.
what?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is so cruel.
That is.
It's insane.
Wild.
And it's like like it's crazy.
I'm laughing because
With me.
how can you not? I mean,
It's
that's
absurd.
The universe is so cruel.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
It makes you think at night when you pray for something good to happen, have stipulations.
I will say I do like her outfit more than Daphne's.
Absolutely.
I do.
But Daphne's hot. That purple with the red, like hot.
Really
Yeah.
hot, yeah.
Oh, she's hot. She's hot. And Fred dicks her down in the back of that band.
But Shaggy's got
know.
dirty dick.
Shaggy's got dirty
Shaggy's
dick.
got dirty dick.
I don't think Fred's not straight for sure. Fred is
Fred
not
is a
straight
faggot.
because the whole theme throughout the show is that he always dismisses Daphne.
Yeah, faggot.
She's always fawning over him and he's always clueless.
Yeah, he wanna
working
fuck-
on his traps.
He wanna fuck the dog.
You want to fuck the dog? Scrappy.
And who's the third?
Really do.
These witch goddess of the woods
Yes.
pictures you have the nerve to post.
so good.
Oh my god.
Oh, you forgot to like and comment.
You gotta watch High Tension. There's a crazy twist at the end, but that movie is fucking great. It starts out with this monster guy getting a blowjob from a decapitated head.
Oh, work.
Tuesday.
Quarantine. Quarantine. We're gonna take a break.
Thing is so fucking funny because it looks stupid, but it's also like I've been called a big forehead Tweety Bird bitch my whole life.
Your drag name. That is your drag name. Big
Tweety
forehead,
Bird?
Tweety Bird bitch.
The incomparable, the legendary.
Welcome to the stage.
She's your baby sister. She's our baby sister. She's everybody's baby sister. Welcome to the stage, the 11 dancing toads of the big-headed Tweety Bird bitch.
Get on up! Oh my god! Oh, absolutely
just
not.
hot?
It's just like
I'm wearing
those.
2 snowsuits and a fucking fur hat.
True.
Yeah, because she'll dab the face, and so she doesn't appear sweaty. And then when she takes the costume off, it's fucking
Niagara
macaroni in a pot, bitch. Like it sounds like her when she takes the costume off and she drops it. It sounds like a fucking octopus hitting the ground. Like I'm serious. You could take a costume off and fling it at the wall like spaghetti, and it would stick.
Oh yeah. I could throw that thing into the desert, and then fucking like trees would grow. It is like
It's so sick. It's better than my technique, which is standing in the middle of the gay bar holding my soft dick going.
Someone! It can't get hard!
Anybody.
It can't get hard unless you hit me!
Yeah.
I love
who are your beauty icons? Who just makes you want to get up and do the thing?
To do the damn thing, Dolly, Amy Winehouse.
Dolly Levi?
With this.
Or Dolly Parton? Dolly Parton, okay.
Dolly the sheep. Actually.
The genetically engineered sheep.
The cloned sheep.
That's your drag name, Dolly the genetically engineered sheep.
Sexy and scientific, baby.
Yes. You want to shear this pussy? You want to shear this pussy?
Like, Mom, I'm so sorry if you're listening.
Oh, please.
We said it, not her.
Yeah. That's right. Yes, God.
That's right. You're back on this podcast. 12 steps to being a fucking diva and fierce, honey.
How to ditch that doggy door and wiggle your way into something ferociously fierce. Are you a diva? Do you want to work it?
Are you a true diva? Because she is a true diva.
She works it, owns it, rents it, leases it, fucks it, eats it, shits.
She leases it.
She leases
to own,
She's
honey.
foreclosed on.
She's been foreclosed. She's been in escrow, sweetheart.
She's got to lean on that pussy. The bank is coming for the diva.
The bank is foreclosing on the dolls, honey. The bank is foreclosing on the dolls.
She's sashaying in a small claims court and she's gonna lose it all. Screaming.
Honey,
Screaming.
my neighbors,
Screaming.
my neighbors are
the
like
poor listeners.
The poor they love
just fucking put me through it. It's great.
There's a few things that make me cry every time. That one is one of them.
Muppets Take Manhattan.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you fucking
the great Muppet Caper.
You fucking dick bitch. I hate you.
You dick bitch.
You poop. Sucking dick and cock.
Sucking dick and cock.
There's a few that just like will thing where I'm like, we have to hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll make a plan and the day comes and I'm like, the thought of going is too much.
Yeah. I'm
a perfect match.
I gave him the third day I brought skulls. These
okay. Editors, just keep your finger on the delete button while we go into whatever this is. Go ahead. You brought skulls to set.
I brought skull candles for Judy. Oh, you know what I mean? Like
we should do a collection of Ann Gettys that shred. You and I as like caterpillars in a pot, and then when someone at DragCon buys it, it's like.
Or even better, we will do a line of Ann Gettys that turn into babies that you have to care for.
So. Yeah, she kind of. I mean, I wouldn't say that our lineage is the hottest people anyone's ever seen, but she definitely got like the best of everything.
She got beautiful eyes and everything. She's a little chubby, yeah, but she is.
So during labor, when you were giving birth to me, you famously said to me at one point that the doctor or it was the doctor or the nurse in the room administered an enema to you during labor. Why? What is the point of that?
Well, I didn't think it was appropriate to tell you before. I think you're mature enough to handle it, but you were a twin. And the other one wasn't coming out.
Oh.
And so they had to detach the placenta.
Now, wait, so was it okay, wow, this is a lot to process. Was the twin coming from the excuse my French, but the other hole, or?
Here's what happened. I had a simple handlebar accident.
Okay.
When I was young, and my uterus fell out. And so one of my eggs was fertilized outside of my womb. You were fertilized inside my womb. See, I didn't fuck your father. I fucked your grandfather. So you have a sister that's 60 years old. She's older than me. Everybody calls you Katya, but your name was Catheter. And there's a third one called transvaginal mesh.
Now, this is a lot to chew on. It's funny that carrots...
Like your umbilical cord. That wasn't going to give up the ghost.
But if you could kind of let me in on what was actually going on that day that you dropped me, because it wasn't a grocery store at the checkout line, and did you feel guilt, or is there any residual kind of like guilt from that? Because I have two
emotions. They go from A to B.
Gotcha.
In the grocery store, we didn't have the money to go on the rodeo ride. No. Were there clowns? Yeah, but we didn't have access to them. So I thought it'd be really sweet to just grab you by the ankles and swing you around in the hot deli section.
Well, I mean, I certainly can't ever, accuse you of not being fun.
Listen, Catheter, you made contact with the pastrami. I wasn't mad. I was disappointed that your skull was so soft. I thought, and then I realized all your bones are hollow. Somebody got to you first. They sucked the marrow right out. I didn't even have a chance.
Friends, I'm assuming. So why did you go to China and what did you learn there?
There's something you don't know about me. I had a dream, and that dream was to be a sumo wrestler. I sold bacon, just the bits, on the weekend. And I tried everything I could, but I have Skinny's disease. I think that I'm going to need a telethon or two.
Now,
I just can't gain a pound. I can't.
You are famously very, very thin. Notoriously
I'm a bone.
THIN. Yeah, one bone.
If you look at my hip bone, you'll cut a cheek.
Now, I want to go back to what you just said because it was interesting. Why China for sumo wrestling? But I do believe that sumo is native to Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Which I could be. Am I mistaken?
Well, I see that somebody read the Encyclopedia Britannica from 1974. Didn't they? You don't know, this is an underground Chinese wrestling. We don't talk about it. This is the first time probably it's ever been spoken about. I train with rickshaws. I train with sashas. I trained with chopsticks to no avail.
And so when coming back, one of us, sorry to interrupt you. Which one of us did you give birth to first? I can't remember.
Well, the problem is that when you have 4 holes, who knows what's going on down there? It's like a busy furlough.
Now, and I'm kind of wondering why that was. And was it because I was myself way too sexy? You just assumed that I knew everything? Or I'm not really sure.
A pink pamphlet on your nightstand. I expected you to read it.
But I couldn't read at night. There were no lights in the house. So why do you do that? I mean, I think this is like that kind of gaslighting thing, right? Except it's dark. Can you gaslight in the dark?
I understand where you're coming from. It's because I walked in on you and that boy and the girl and the half donkey, which is a mule, rubbing you raw.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to do. Your body's going to go back to its natural state as when it was born.
Okay.
I could be an 80-year-old mother. And I'd have to shit another one of you out.
Was that something that you think is interesting? Was that something you'd actually be interested in? Because, not as I know, I'm not going to have children, and I know I have a nephew and maybe another niece or nephew on the way, but I would be interested in having another brother or sister.
Oh, I know you would, and it's all up to you now, isn't it? What goes on in my vagine. Oh,
okay.
If Catheter wants a baby, I guess Mommy will have to have a baby.
Let's talk about Dad.
Shan't we?
Yeah. So your dad passed away at some point, and were you ever confused about? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
He passed away due to death.
Yeah. Now that was the cause of death. It was mortality? That was the official cause of death. Okay. Were you ever confused? Because I know growing up, me, Danny, and Shannon often called Dad, or simply just Dad. Were you ever confused that he was your dad because of that?
I was very confused because I had urges, feelings.
Oh,
Listen, I'm not the kind of girl that sleeps with the teacher. I'm the kind of girl that sleeps with the teacher's father.
Well, that must have been tough because Dad transitioned from a businessman to a teacher when he was about 45.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Not just your father, your grandfather. Everybody's been inside. It's a family affair. Just to let you know, it's best we keep the bloodline pure. Oh, by the way, hemophiliac. You don't need to take a test.
You had wanted a girl, and I had turned out a boy.
Yes.
What kind of sport or what kind of extracurricular activities would you have preferred that I not do?
Calligraphy.
Another perfect answer. Okay, so what sound or noise do you love?
The queen waving.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Cruise ships. I hate when they dock.
What is your favorite curse word?
You bitchy mime.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Champagne. Oh, I'm sorry. That was an answer to another question.
The speaker into the microphone, so I hope it works.
Hello, welcome to bingo. If you're here for bingo, stay, because you're in the right place. I'll pull a number, and I've pulled a number. I've pulled O43. If you have that number, mark it on your card. If you've got bingo, you have to say bingo, otherwise I'm not going to know if you've got bingo. So you have to say bingo.
I just love it so. Bingo. In the but Jamie Lee Curtis was right in that hospital.
Kermis?
Janie Lee Curtis was in that
Janie Lee Curtis.
Janie Lee Curtis was Jennifer. She was just sitting in that hospital gurney.
She was in the gurney. Janie Lee Curtis was in the gurney.
Why is that so?
Janie Lee Curtis was in the gurney.
That would terrify
if
me.
People could see the veins in your head.
Oh, they're
it's a topographical map.
Yeah, Mama,
of the Bahamas.
Bulge. These two on the side. These
bones
two
sticking out.
Veins. Yeah, the vascularity is on the side.
You know what? Though? It's good to see him. Now, what about this?
Hold on, let's listen.
Who would play her?
Hello. 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 Hi. Hello. Good evening. Hi. I wanted to test out a pickup line on you. Hello. Are you an ace bandit? Because I just sprained my ass.
Who is that?
That's you.
No, it's not. Is it? I am so. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yes, that's you. That's you.
What is that from? 2012?
Hello. Hello.
This is you.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, sorry, Gonzo compilations from Brazzers where the girls
Gonzo?
I think it's when they have a huge nose and they just use that to fuck the girl.
Are you
Muppet
serious?
style? No. It's a certain type of filming. I forget what it means.
Gonzo.
Gonzo.
What if right before I come I go, oh, I'm gonna go Gonzo.
I'm gonna go
Yes. Or like somebody's jerking me off and they get close to me and they go, are you close? And I go, it's time to put on makeup. It's time to
All right, let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah, let's all go. That's me walking to the bathroom for the cum towel.
Yeah,
you know how you walk like this?
Yeah. No, mine is he's like, are you close? The AMC commercial with Nicole Kidman that plays right before the movie at the theater. It comes in. Yeah, we come to this place for magic.
Nicole Kidman. I'm watching Paranormal Activity, and I forgot that in my sophomore year of college, I didn't know that Paranormal Activity was a fake documentary.
A mockumentary.
I didn't know that. Yeah. So I remember watching it and watching like the door move for the first time and being like, does the world know about this movie? Are people going to find out about ghosts? Like I was like, proof of paranormal, like, do people know about this? I mean,
You got to get YouTube down here to film this.
The movie had to get so crazy for me to be like, oh, it's a movie. Like once the Ouija board started on fire, I was like, oh, they're making a movie. I thought I was watching like home video. I don't know.
Listen, I relate. I thought cars were on invisible tracks.
And watching it, the parents are having separate dreams of a baby crying. And one of them is having a dream of a baby with the word like, I think it's like 9.
Uh-huh.
And the other baby is having a shirt with that says 11.
Uh-huh.
And the dream, the baby predicts 9/11.
I was just going to joke.
No. The baby predicts 9/11 in the book. And
is this before 2001?
Rose the Hat and all those people are in New York, parked on a cliff, watching 9/11, like gooning. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. The baby predicts 9/11.
And they're at ground zero with their dicks out.
And they're there like Dolores Claiborne with the reflector boxes, like living.
That's 2 planes, not 3, Dolores. That is insane.
I know.
That's like, that is crazy. Gooned and scissored. Do they scissor at ground zero?
No, they don't scissor at ground zero.
That would be a bridge too far.
Yeah, that's in the first draft. Like, so Steven, we're gonna have you remove the gratuitous lesbian scene.
That they really do that. They
they're les out.
That's good. That's good.
But it's like that whole book's about like drugs, and they're all sort of like
because he's an alcoholic, right?
They're all sort of like sex and pleasure, and
that's right.
Yeah, he's a hardcore alcoholic. Also, what about the beginning when he wakes up next to that dead woman and leaves the baby there?
Oh, okay. Well, you know what though?
It was gaggy.
That's kind of a serve.
It was kind of gaggy.
Honestly, work.
Honestly, work.
If it's a real,
we come to this place for magic.
Yeah, we come to this place to laugh, to cry, to care, because we need that indescribable feeling when the lights begin to dim, when we go somewhere we've never been, somehow reborn together. Our heroes.
Is she in a suicide cult? We're talking about Nicole Kidman.
She escapes the suicide cult in a raincoat to go to an empty theater to wax poetic about a particular chain of... Somehow heartbreak feels good at a place like this. That is literally how everybody...
Neon Sniffies.
Neon
Sniffies under a bridge.
Good in a place like this.
Neon Sniffies under a bridge. We come to this place for magic. And I'm just down there gooning under the crunch.
to goon, to bait.
If you go to the crunch to look for someone to hook up with, I'm not even in the steam room. I'm on the tech deck machine just jerking off on my phone. And I'm like, how? The guy is in the movie theater. It's not very full of people. The guy stands up, pulls down his pants to the ankles, and sits down bare-assed in the movie theater with his dick, cock, and shaft out.
No little towelette on the seat?
No. This is a human movie theater, like the Grove or some shit.
This is AMC, where I come for magic.
Where you come for magic? Now,
walked out of the movie theater the other night.
Why?
I hated the movie. I went to see this movie called Titan, a French movie. It's this like tour de force, Palme d'Or winner, gritty, wild, crazy. Spoilers.
Is it another Princess Diana movie?
Oh, no. But to that point, I have another, don't let me forget, I have another thing about that. This woman, I saw her take a knitting needle that she used as a hairpin and try to give herself an abortion. And there was motor oil, mama. There wasn't blood, there was motor oil. Mama, do you party?
There was motor oil.
Yeah. And not only that, there was other things transpired that I could not handle.
Was it
No. She was, well, the good part was she got fucked by a car. She went in the car and the car fucked her. She was in the car with the
So it was a Princess Diana movie. Oh, that's so horrible.
So bad.
Oh God.
There's that Princess Diana. Long story short, there was so much violence. It just did bum me out. I left halfway. No, not halfway. Half an hour in, I left. I said, no, ma'am, not it.
Well, Mama, I'm about 6 weeks behind you in the movie. When movies come out, usually I'm 6 weeks behind you to see something.
Yeah.
Can we discuss Malignant? Girl,
I swear to God, that movie, big time spoilers here, Malignant. If you have not seen Malignant, you need to turn this off right now. But I swear to God, the studio, you know how that elevator pitch was? what if this bitch kills a whole bunch of people backwards? That was the elevator pitch.
The only thing backwards
way.
was the storytelling and the wig application.
Oh, the wig.
That was not a human hair unit.
The synthetic wig of it all. Do you know when we were ages ago when Andrew and I went back to the we were at the theater watching the previews, the minute that preview came up and that woman was on the screen, Andrew and I both looked at each other. We didn't even look at each other. We both said out loud, "Wig."
Yeah.
Yeah.
To stop asking questions.
Yeah. Yeah. Very jealous. Very jealous.
Very jealous. You are just like a rat jumping around looking for food. Very jealous.
You want to call me obese?
Really? You don't know what you're talking about.
A revelation, a vision, that it's a squib game, June Squibb. And and it's just me and you, and we go to a weekend retreat for a team building exercise because we're not getting along, but we got to work together. And so just the two of us go, and it's a company outing, and it's Squib game. June Squibb is hosting, and she says the first game is Hmong diving.
Tell people what Hmong diving is.
I gotta let
read the definition from the internet.
No, I gotta let you know.
I'll tell you what.
I need you to blow up because my phone. I need you to. I need you to know. I need you to know about it.
The poor IV technician is sitting here, and she's gonna have to hear about it.
Oh my God! Tell her I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
She says she's sorry that you're gonna have to hear this, but
because it's
bad.
rotten. You gotta read this. Read number 2 first, so it's really getting juicy.
No, I'll tell you what it is. This is from Urban Dictionary, which is a lot like Merriam-Webster.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is horrible, just so you know. Okay. Hmong diving. By the way, any listeners, I didn't write this. I didn't even send this to myself. This person I'm talking to sent this to me. When two people take a corpse into the desert and leave it there for 2 or 3 days so it's really getting juicy. The two people come back. Person places their mouth on the asshole of the corpse, while person B jumps on the stomach of the body. This causes the entire intestinal tract to shoot into person A's mouth. Now, in your medical experience, have you ever heard of that?
What'd you say?
She heard it 30 seconds ago from Brandon. So she has experience in the field. Okay.
Well,
when you die in that apartment, which is like, I can feel it. You're gonna die in that apartment.
I'm moving.
I just got the keys. A way to die in that apartment.
I just got the keys. It's gorgeous.
You know how like a cat will like climb into a closet to die? You're going to come back to the apartment in a couple years when it's time to die and climb in bed with whoever lives there now.
No, I'm going to go perch up on the shelf in the bathroom, make it break, and then die on the floor.
I'm going to Hmong dive you on my OnlyFans. Top dollar. I'm going to weekend.
You got to wait though, because it's so it really gets juicy.
Yes.
I got laser hair removal.
On what?
My back.
No, you didn't.
I did. They went zap, zap, zap. Laser beams.
Does it hurt?
It hurts a little bit.
Electrolysis?
No, a laser. Electrolysis, I think, is the needle.
Are you sure you didn't go to laser tag and just lay there?
Naked.
You thought it was a laser hair removal clinic and it was a laser tag.
It was
laid there nude.
It was just paintball.
Yeah, and little kids walked by, cried. Called The Bald and the Beautiful. Do you think we should have some kind of like stay beautiful like sign out? Is that too much? Team too much?
I don't know. I'm not sold on that one.
Okay, what about different voices?
Stay beautiful. Or no, shine on, bald, and stay beautiful.
God.
Yeah. Shine on.